Well, good Tuesday afternoon to you folks. How are you? It's good to see you and it's good to be seen by you. And I, being glad to do the seeing and the being seen, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live, loud and clear, hopefully, on a Tuesday afternoon, which is a bit unusual for me. I get that. It's going to be okay. We'll get through this together. We have got a special live stream today because we are going to be joined by some really awesome folks, and we are happy to have them back. These are great kids. I've met them in person now at Page. They've been guests on the show before. I harass them regularly on their live stream to no end by throwing spheres of annihilation into their live chats. So I hope that you will want to do much the same, not throwing spheres of annihilation, throwing love at them. Before we get into that, of course, I must impose on you and put the onus on you, which, let's be honest, is really rude. I shouldn't be putting my onus out where people can see it like that. If you haven't already, would you please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, and then that way, when I do crazy stuff like this, just stream in the middle of a day like I haven't a care in the world. You can find out about that. You can find out about the shorts. You can find out about all the interstitial newsy videos when they happen. And that would be a really cromulent thing of you to do. And without further ado, because I know they're on a tight schedule, I am going to put on my headphones and I'm going to bring in this crowd of creative awesomeness here. And I'll give them a breath or two to introduce themselves as I bring them on. So without too much additional ado, let us first say welcome, because I know it will be awkward and uncomfortable for her to be first. Everybody say hello to Buddy Daniel. Good afternoon to you. You, young lady, how are
you? Me. Hi. I just had hot cacao. So I didn't get any sleep, but after having hot cocoa, I'm kind of hyper.
There you go. There you go. Just watch out for the sugar crash. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And next up, of course, we have the Lex Luthor to the Harley Quinn here. Everybody, please put your hands together for the one and only Zane Daniel. Zane, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for that introduction.
Oh, I try, you know. So I see lurking back in the green room. I could have sworn I put that thing on a little numeric lock, so not just anyone could wander in. So you must have let them in. I see a couple of other folks. Let's welcome in someone who the camera must be really far away from him, because according to my monster manual, Titans are at least 20 feet tall. Everybody say hello to a Titan called Jeff.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jeff.
The Titan.
Hey, Funny Zane. I hope you guys are doing okay.
I haven't seen you forever.
We're awake.
It's been so long. My name's Jeff. I am a publisher of Titan Bound, which is also on BackerKit right now, but most importantly, a cross collaborator of DRUSKARA. And I'm here to support Bunny and Zane because their project is unbelievably cool, and I cannot congratulate them enough on this amazing launch and staying up all night and continuing to do streams. Very impressive.
Excellent.
6 hours of straight streams. Yes.
Well, thank you for your support. And remember, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. Wait, no. And last and not least, standing back there, eyeing the refreshment table in the green room rather suspiciously, I have some bad news for you. I already ate the cheese and pepperoni off the platter. Everyone, welcome. This is a Craig Brasco. Craig Brasco, hello. Good to see you. Hello.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Craig Brasco.
I am an illustrator, and I love to draw for role-playing games. And I had this wonderful opportunity to work with these guys. Zane reached out to me, and I'm super excited to be here and talk about this game that I helped illustrate.
Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you so
Oh, yeah.
much. So I know we're on a time schedule and you guys are basically driving marathon style, like it's the 24 hours at Daytona there, swapping drivers, I hope, periodically. So for our audience members who might not know exactly what's up, and by the way, I do want to point out, usually I like to have the on-screen overlay of the chat, but I think that would plow over Jeff and Zane, so we're going to leave that off for right now.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to run
Yeah.
Jeff over. He's a Titan after all. You might just piss him off.
Yeah,
Titans don't like
precisely.
to get plowed.
Find the chaotic version of chaotic.
Wait a minute,
good,
what's going on here?
But anyway, so
That's a good joke.
I'm just going to throw the talking stick out there, and whoever wants to grab it first, and tell my audience out there, because we've got some crossover, and I see a lot of names I don't recognize out there. So hey guys, click that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But tell us,
subscribe.
Tell us about DRUSKARA. It's pretty exciting. I think it's more than just enameled pins. So go ahead, tell us about
Definitely not enamel pins. So I was gonna design some, but I haven't had time to do anything.
I have one. I have a pizza mimic here that I got.
Oh, yeah.
That's at Page, and I love it. So go ahead.
All right. Well, everybody is here. Thank you so much for supporting DRUSKARA, which is our project. We are Dungeon Damsel. We created Dungeon Damsel Publishing now. We created Unnatural Selection for Shadow Dark, and that went so well, and people liked it so much, we decided to keep going. And so we have created a full campaign setting, a complete campaign for Shadow Dark called DRUSKARA. And looking at the thing, Dungeon Delver Bill, we are going to cross the 100K threshold while we're on your show. I think that's something special. And so, you should
very cool.
Celebrate that. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So, for me, this is fun because we're doing this hopping around to the different podcasts and talking to everybody and getting everybody who is are part of our audience to subscribe to these awesome podcasts like Dungeon Delver here. And we get an opportunity to meet some people that we haven't met before, like Craig. Craig has put together this incredible grouping of drawings already for DRUSKARA, and we plan to use him much more. And probably one of the coolest ones is the undead sea creatures image with the person bobbing on the surface. We can probably try to get that for Bill here, and he can show it off, because
if you want to just drop a share link there, I can pop that up. And folks, I have put the backer kit link in the chat there, so if anybody wants to go check.
Oh wow, did it just happen? Did we just get to 100K?
Oh yes,
all right,
it did.
it's because of you, Bill. Thank you, Bill.
It's that Delver effect that'll
I
make that happen.
You did
much much as I do everything around here. So let's I think that merits a share. So while you pull that art up, Craig, there you go. Brutal fantasy world setting for Shadow Dark RPG. So, and of course, I absolutely respect the 10% to the streamer that I ask of my my
exactly.
guests. So thank you. I'll be expecting that PayPal drop tonight. So don't worry. I know you're good for it. But no, all kidding aside. So you guys have got the art there, and I'm looking here. I've got my eyes on the
I just sent it to you in Discord.
Okay, all right, Discord. Let me. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna pull that up here.
This has become a signature piece for DRUSKARA. Like I was so blown away by this. I was blown away just from your freaking sketch, and then you put it together, and it's just like, this is amazing. Like this is OSR at its core. I mean, it's everything you want in a piece. So now with this introduction, we're waiting for it to appear on the screen.
All right, so let me do this.
I think it's
Unfortunately,
than OSR in a way, like because it's more it's got like a scary stories vibe. I don't know if you know those
But
books.
that's very OSR. I feel like that's the OSR part of it, is that it's got a scary story associated with it.
Extra creepy.
yeah, I'm
Love
gonna
that. Freaking love that.
zoom that in and do a pan across that. And you know, I gotta say, I am a sucker for black and white fantasy art, but I love seeing that the little pop of color right in the middle there. I love that kind of thing.
That's been a really fun aspect of this, because we ask all of our artists to add some sort of tiny percentage of red, and it's fun to see what they come up with for that. And this was a big one with the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, that is an absolutely lovely piece. That is now, is this just kind of a promotional bit here, or is this actually an illustration that will appear in the work?
Oh, it's definitely in the book. It's a 2-page spread, actually, at the bottom of a 2-page
Show him.
spread.
Send him a mock up of it.
I can do that.
Okay.
So good.
Mock me. Wait, no, don't do that.
Sphere of annihilation. Is that mocking you?
I want to hear if Craig, if you have anything to say about this particular piece, if there was anything that inspired you on it or anything like that.
I mean, honestly, Zane, your description that you sent me was just immediate. You know, when I read what you wanted, the image was already in my mind, and just the idea of these colossal undead creatures underwater. That's not something I've drawn a lot of, you know. So that was like, oh, this is easy, especially with the crab. Like, that was super cool. And then to have this helpless adventurer just about to get completely devoured by one or the other, you know, or both. That was very
I think you nailed it. Like, I can't even imagine this piece being anything else. Like, I really can't. I think you freaking nailed it.
Thank you.
You said you don't draw this. You've obviously never drawn sea creatures that are undead.
Never.
Like,
I don't think so. No.
do you do a lot of undead by chance?
I do. I get a lot of the work.
Okay,
I get.
Yeah. I mean, it's a part of what you're really good at. So I mean, I'm glad that we got you to do this. It's so good.
I mean, I love doing it, and it just flowed right out. And the description again was super helpful. So I was excited to do it, and I'm glad I had the opportunity, because it was a fun drawing.
It is a lovely piece, and I love the black and white watercolor accents across the horizon there. You know, it's not a good day. It's not. It started out as a bad day. Dude should not have gone in the water at all with the sky looking like that. And then, of course, now he's paying the price. He's about to. He's going to be a good chum of ours.
I get what you did there. I did.
Annihilation.
So this is actually part of the illustrations for Cape Black, and Cape Black is an underground city on an underground ocean. So that is, you're actually kind of looking at a cave ceiling there, Bill.
I see. Okay. Well, I dig underground seas. I do. I think they are a vastly underutilized. I mean, because, you know, being a half a mile down under the earth in caves that's something made and fighting for your life, that's one matter. But a body of water deep under the earth, and then it could be just unfathomably deep water. You know, I think that touches on one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, of course, was Journey to the Center of the Earth, you know, the George Pal classic. And when they find that vast ocean underground,
I love that movie. I love all those movies. Like anything that has to do with the Journey to the Center of the Earth in any capacity, I absolutely, even the stupid spoofs that Will Ferrell was in. I mean, that was pretty bad, but
I'd completely forgotten about that. Yeah,
it was really bad, but I still like it because I love the there's a world on the inside of the earth. There's that is just hidden away and untouched. It's so freaking cool. But this is like This is a dead world in the center of the earth.
Yeah, hell yeah, I like that.
Can't wait to learn the history of that world, of that city, like how it got to be that way.
That is a great vibe. Getting like a strong sort of D1 through D3 vibe off of that mindset. Of course, the great Descend into the Depths of the Earth, Shrine of the Kuto, Vault of the Drow sort of thing. So that's just like one aspect of what you guys have got going on with the whole Druskara setting. It's not just the hollow, well, not hollow, but the massive under earth cavern there. What are some of the other what are some tidbits about that you can share with us, some things that kind of would resonate there? Anyone at all?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we really wanted to do with this is have fantastical cities, and so we have our a mile wide tree that are occupied by clockwork elves that live inside the tree, for instance. So we wanted to have lots of cool things like this, and the idea of just having this underground city on an underground ocean and call it Cape Black. It's kind of like our version of the Underdark, right? It's got elements of that, but it's actually a city, and it is occupied by Morlocks and mole people, and also I'm trying to figure out if I want to give too much away, but it is ruled by our main lich character. So we have multiple big baddies, and he's one of them, and he's the one that's featured on the covers of the DM screen and on the slipcase. So he's pretty prominent. So he's got essentially an assembly line of creating an undead army, and so that's pretty much what dominates Cape Black.
Okay, very, very cool. Do you have any do you have anything you can spoil us with as far as art for him or anything like that?
For sure. So let me get you that. Let's see. And we should probably also show another piece by Craig here. So let's get you a couple of things. So why am I muted? Okay, good. While I do that, we lost Craig. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, Craig.
We were just about to show him off.
Show more stuff of his. Well,
there
Jeff,
he is.
there he is. Okay. Why don't you talk a little bit about our cross collaboration while I find these couple of images, if you don't mind?
Sure. So when Zane and Bunny, actually we got connected through Martin at Backer Kit, who's a good friend, and he was nice enough to put us in touch. And I felt like, I don't know how they feel, but I felt like we hit it off pretty well because we shared a lot of design philosophy, not only in terms of like looks and artistic direction, but also kind of how we approach the game. And it was Zane had the idea of a cross collaboration, even though we were starting slightly on different dates. I think we still overlap for a couple of weeks, and I jumped at the chance because they had shown me some early preview of a Druskara, and I was blown away. And I was already a huge fan of Unnatural Selection, which was the first third-party title that we bought, or that I bought and added to the game, and it adds in so easy. And what they're doing on Druskara was great. So for the cross collaboration, for people who pledge for both campaigns, each campaign is going to give them something. Bunny was nice enough to design this incredible luck token, and I would love to get into that later, like the importance of luck tokens. I think it's such a cool idea to make like a physical representation of these things. Normally I mark it on my page and everything, but I'm really excited about what she did, and it's a Titan based luck token that they'll send out. And on my end, I was just happy to the moon because they said yes to my crazy idea of letting me adapt their they're amazing cities, because that's another thing too that we had in common, is that we wanted, like, for me, Titans are going to come destroy a city. Well, you have to, like, Godzilla needs its Tokyo. So I wanted to make sure every city was built up very high. Titans themselves are a kilometer high or a mile high in some cases. So they needed to be these big epic cities that they're going to come in and destroy. And I took a look at their cities and I said, I wonder if they would let me add the Titan bound stats to these cities and I could play with them. And so basically I offered for my part to them that I could destroy their cities. And they said yes. So you'll get a zine.
Please destroy our cities.
Yes. We're going to totally ruin the world that they've created. And I said, look, it's a living world. It should be fine, right? But thank you. So that is going to be Titan Bound's very first zine. It's called Stomping Grounds, but it's issue 0 technically. So people will get that. That really, I think, the way Titan Bound's written, it's modular, so you can easily use this as kind of a multi-session threat that's rising and coming to get you wherever you are in DRUSKARA. And at the same time, I think Titan Bound folks are going to. I can't wait to get the luck token. I'm so excited about that.
Awesome.
Excellent. So
I am too. We should show that eventually, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you got that one. So this is the one you were that we were talking about a little bit earlier, Zane, when I was asking about your big bad. Is it Sim here?
No. This is another piece by Craig. This is a necromancer character by the name of Ishmir. And he became a rival of one of Bunny's characters in the campaign, the testing that we were doing. So it's an important character for us, but it's obviously like a tiefling cell necromancer character. And if you notice, he's missing the skin on his hand there.
Yes, I caught that.
Did Bunny do that?
No.
Oh, no. See, that's one of the cool things about the Grave Warden class, is that one of the mishaps is that you could lose the skin on your body. So you can have a skull head or hand or leg or anything like that. So it's one of those cool things.
Wind up looking like Black Wolf in Wizards.
Wow, that's cool.
There's actually a question out there for you. This is from Merlinster and this guy. Question for Zane and Buddy: are saviors canon characters in the DRUSKARA lore now?
It's Sean. Hi, Sean. Are they going to be canon? Yeah, I mean, maybe. We've got a couple of characters that are definitely going to be. I guess I hadn't really thought about it. So what he's referring to is that every Thursday night we play DRUSKARA as a stream. As you know, Bill, you've watched us. So that group is called the Saviors, and he is part of that group. He is one of the Saviors. So of course he wants to know whether his character is going to live in infamy as part of DRUSKARA.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm connecting all the dots. So yeah. Well, I have to think about that. Haven't decided yet. But thanks for bringing it up. I don't know. I don't know if Taran would be an important character in the realm of DRUSKARA. He just runs away from everything all the time. Not very heroic. Okay, so let's get.
All right, we have more art. I'm going to share more art here.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
All right, here we go. And I see extend the invitation. I'll be sharing that up too here. So, all righty.
Where is? Yeah, I'm trying to find something too. Where's it? Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. So is there anything special about that piece, Craig, that we just looked at?
Yeah, your ability to let me include some color and adding the blood to the sky, that was like my favorite part. So that was just so different compared to most of the, obviously the pen and ink work that I get to do. That was the most exciting part of that. And just the character design I thought was really cool. So
fine. Now, this is a piece by Mark Riddick. This is our Lich King, Vord the Desolator. He, like I said, occupies the DM screen and the slipcase, and this is just him isolated. He put together this awesome t-shirt design using him, so this is part of that. But you know, just an absolutely amazing piece, and it's really become the mascot for DRUSKARA, which, you know, I'm thrilled with.
Excellent, awesome looking piece.
Fantastic. He used to be a hero of the realm, and things went awry, and he went down this path. So yeah, he's got a good history too.
Well, you know what they say: die hero or live long enough to become a rotting corpse wielding a sword. So I think that's how the saying goes. We do have a question up there in audience land for you guys. This is from Scooty. Estimated time frame when PDF would be released and when physical books would ship. Always a pertinent question.
Okay, I'm trying to invite somebody else into the stream right now. I'm almost to it, so in a second I will be able to answer that question. Let's see here. Go.
Well, you know, while you're doing that, I'm going to ask the relevant question. Bunny, how's your foot? The last time I saw you, you were wheeling along in the frozen north there.
Yeah, so I still might have a brace and a scooter at Gary Con, because I don't know if I'm ready to walk that much without.
Good Lord.
You know what I mean? Like I've been walking on it. I've been trying to train my foot to walk on it since it has been 6 weeks, and I should be healed. So I'm just trying to wake my foot up because it's been weird. But I've been trying to stretch it, wake it up, like, because it's been, you know, unused for so long that it
atrophied.
Yeah, it doesn't want to work. It's numb in weird spots, like, so we've just been massaging it and working it out, and I've been trying to make sure I walk on it so that I can use my foot and make it normal. So it's been helping, but I still think I need to wear a brace for a bit. I mean, I still wear braces if I'm going to go somewhere for a long period of time and walk a lot, because I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to hurt myself.
No, I understand.
By the way, did you know that I got a complaint about me at Page? Just one.
Oh no, I gotta hear. Okay, all right, Dish. What happened? You got a complaint?
I just have a little bit of a dish. It's just a tiny bit. Like apparently I interrupted somebody's game, which I don't even remember doing, because if I interrupted your game, it was probably for a second to hug somebody and then I left. But apparently I interrupted a veteran's game, and they just got mad at me. They're like, the girl in the scooter interrupted a game, and I got a formal complaint made about me interrupting the game.
Oh wow! Oh no! Someone interacted at a convention at an open table where anybody can roll up. So I want to protest in the firmest terms that the hot chick came over to my table. What a tragedy. I
wonder why. Maybe it's because I didn't give them a hug. I don't know. If they
so there I was with my fellow fat beards, and you know, suddenly out of nowhere, this attractive young woman comes over and is friendly. I can't have that happening at a convention.
They demanded to speak to the manager, basically.
Yeah. I hope he shaved his side and folded it over and sprayed it.
My players will never be able to pay attention to it again because of you.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer this question. The estimated time frame when the PDF would be released and when the physical books would ship. You can take the question off of poor Craig's face now if you'd like.
Craig's over there.
So the goal here, I mean, it is all written. It is not all in the format. So what we have is 400 pages completely done, absolutely done, with illustrations and everything. Needs to be edited, of course, but very confident in all of that, and Craig populates some of those pages, as we've seen. In addition to that, we need to put in the rest. It has been in development for 4 years plus, and so I know everything. about it. So I just have to get it all in there. So, but I'm still going to give myself some time because I don't want to mess anything up, or I want to deliver the highest possible quality product, of course. So I'm going 12 to 14 months more of integration, commissioning, getting illustrations in. At that point, with editing kind of going along in tandem with that, so that it's not all at the end, and hoping to have a PDF sometime after that, and then obviously start the manufacturing process. So that's kind of what I'm looking at this point.
Wait, hold on, because we need you guys. We need the backers to test out the stuff, and we like to use we will use professional editors, but we do like to have the community edit as well, because sometimes the more eyes on the stuff, the more like we will catch all these stupid mistakes, even though we had thousands of eyes on DRUSKARA, and still after printing, after
unnatural selection.
Well, I don't remember. After unnatural selection, whatever, we figured out that there is still I think there's 2 mistakes in unnatural selection. I forget, and those 2 did not get fixed, and we're just
even though we had all those eyes on it. Yep.
And that's all you see now when you open the book. Exactly where they are.
Right. Yeah, well, I know. I can picture it. Yeah, it's a table. It's an animal table where an animal is on the table twice. Right, something stupid like that. Come on, but I know it now.
It happens.
Yeah.
So I actually I want to ask almost a businessy kind of question for you. When you mention sending it out at the printers and that sort of thing, of course we live in interesting times, to quote the Chinese proverb, we live in interesting times. And of course, there's tariffs to consider and that sort of thing. So where are you guys getting your printing done? Have you shifted to the States where you always
talk about this?
If you don't want to, if that's a little, you don't want to broach that, that's fine. But I think that's a point of interest that I think a lot of gamers and even small creators don't really take into account with certain aspects of the hobby. But is that something you can discuss?
Yeah, well, I'm going to start with real quick and just say we would love to print in the US. And I'm sure we're going to be able to eventually, but we're not quite there yet. It's not quite possible enough. There are a couple of manufacturers in the US, but now they're booked beyond belief. They're years out. You have to schedule it in years in advance. So
wait, they also do not do digest size, I don't think.
Yeah, at least the main one doesn't. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you
Martin says we're not live on BackerKit, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I checked everything. Everything
that's weird.
Is right, but
yeah, I mean, I'd say too with the publishing, and I'm sure everyone here's kind of noticed it, but it's dramatically altered even over the past year. But I say it over the past 4 years. I've experienced printing tons of comic books and games in the past and everything like that, and the manufacturing is just in a constant state of flux, especially right now. So it's one of those things where I think as creators, we always have to reach out constantly to even places we've worked with before and make sure that, because we want to make, I mean, my priority number one is the quality. Is the quality going to be there? And making sure that the backers get what they paid for and hopefully exceed expectations. And I think that's something we have to be really, really careful with on our end because of the amount of travel that these books have to go through and the places they may, the ports they come in and all that kind of thing. So, it used to be you could get things like this printed in Canada and it worked out great for certain items. But I think you still can in a lot of cases, but it really is kind of a shifting landscape.
Yeah. Oh, I think that probably answers Merlin Sturgandalor's question there about do you have a Canadian printer? Obviously, you've kind of covered that base there. Oh, we lost Zane, but hopefully he'll be popping back in here in a second. But let's see. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anyone's questions. I don't think that's really a question. Let's see. Wyvern is me asks, what kind of cons do we run this? I think that was talking about the situation at Page. I don't know. Gaming cons. I just so well, I'm gonna put I guess probably Jeff and Bunny. I'll let either one of you guys field this. Or hell, you can go ahead and I'll throw this out there, and anybody can answer this question. So my audience is primarily old neckbeards like me. And I essentially live wedged between the Dungeon Master's Guide, Player's Handbook, and Monster Manual as published in 1977. That's not to say I'm a snob. I'm not. I'm not the guy who'll slap a Dave Brubeck CD out of your hands and insist that you listen to Charlie Parker instead, telling you that's not real jazz. I'm not that guy, and I won't be that guy. But to the point, what is a good hook? If I'm playing first edition AD&D, as I am wont to do, what is a good hook? What is a good entry point for Druskara for me as a consumer? Just in general, Bill Sylvie, of course, dig Druskara on the surface and with everything that I've seen. So tell me, sell me this pen. Sell me this pen.
You need to write on paper, right?
Old.
A good entry point into Druskara. Like, what do you mean? Like
what is what? I guess what is the knowing what appeals to an old school crowd. What is like that? What sort of mates up and connects with that for a fan of OD&D, AD&D, or even second edition? What might bring them in? What might hook them in?
Well, Shadowdark in itself is very hardcore, I would say, like a very, very reminiscent of 1E, and I feel like it in itself probably can bring the grognards in, but Druskara itself, I mean, like, gosh, I can't even answer Zane. Can you answer this?
I mean, I can tell you what I think about Druskara.
Yeah, let's hear what Jeff has to say.
I mean, I after reading what I've read, for me, this is the Forgotten Realms of Shadowdark. This is this enormous world that you can step into in the same amount of time it took me to create a character for the first time in Shadowdark, which was 5-10 minutes. It is very intuitive. It's very quick. You get to play. Like, the thing I love about Shadowdark is that, like, after being in multi-decade campaigns, playing the same character, it was a refreshing breath of fresh air to be able to step in and die a bunch of times so that I want to be an archer now. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Oh, yeah,
so you've got an amazing, how many classes? 13 is it? In Druskara? So 13 classes to try out that you can just sit down and have fun with, and the book's designed in such a way that it, just like, Forgotten Realm, it just reminds me of it because it's this evolving world that changes depending on what you do, and things can happen with or without you. I will totally brag. Well, I'm not in the top 10, but I was number 12 backer, so I was very happy about that because and that would have been me regardless of the cross collaboration. I think
you're top 10 in our book.
It's something special. So that would be my pitch. You can pick up and play.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that's a quite the endorsement. I appreciate that.
You should hire him to do marketing.
Yeah, you can answer all the questions from now on, because then it's that cross of can I brag? Like, how can I be humble and do the thing at the same time? When you're talking about somebody else's thing, you can just be really,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're sticking around. You want to come to the rest of these things with us?
Well, it's very nice that I can actually be honest in saying all these things. From the artwork and everything, I know we talked about like the red dots and stuff. I really feel like this is like a natural selection. It's pushing, for me at least, it's pushing the system of Shadow Dark and in no way betraying it. So it's true to what the chassis that Kelsey built. Somebody said that in the last chat I was in, that Kelsey built a good chassis, which she did. I mean, this is the game I want to, I mean, this is the system I want to live in. And the fact that the quality of product coming out like DRUSKARA, and there's been a number of others too. And I think that this is a growing community, and it feels like we're part of something pretty big, and people are responding really well. So I can't thank everyone here enough, and everybody else. And I can't thank Dungeon Damsel enough for making 4 books. That's a lot. Just saying.
That is that's quite the stretch. 4 books, that ain't kidding around. So
well, serious. One, and then we're like, oh shit, this book is going to be gigantic. You guys won't even be able to open this book and utilize it properly. So we're like, okay, 2. And then I'm like, it's my fault there's 4, because I'm like, I think we need to separate things into different things. And we settled on 3 for like a little bit. But then I was like, well, then what about all this stuff? We need to have somewhere where you can put all the classes, and that's why we have its own class thing too.
You'd wind up with, I got the Taschen Frank Frazetta omnibus for Christmas. It's like this thick, and it's literally like 3 feet by 2 feet. That's a size book you'd wind up with if you tried to do 1 volume with that much information.
That's too big. I don't think that's even a possibility.
Yeah. I see we have once again, Zane has been propping open the green room door. We have yet somebody else. If you invite any more people, and we're gonna need motor oil and a crowbar to get them in here.
Party.
I love the people. Wait, who's coming? Do I know them?
I have a wild Leo D Kappa appears. Welcome to the show. Step forward and identify yourself.
Hi.
So hello.
You're muted. Unmute.
You're mutant.
Muted.
Suffer not the muted.
I'm unmuted. Only in game though. How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
All right.
Doing just fine. Hey, I see you out there, Slycanthrope. Greetings. Hello to you and all the fine people on your end of the world. So
there was a question that spun by. I'm going to answer it real fast, and that is, are these books going to be in PDF form? And the answer to that question is yes. Okay, now please proceed.
Anyway, so let's see. We have a question here from Advanced Fantasy Games. Hey, AFG, good to see you. Hope you'll be in the audience tonight for the AD&D game. But let's see. Who's the main writer of the content, and where did you get your inspiration? Are there movies, authors, or was Shadow Dark the inspiration? Just again, tossing that up. Anybody can grab that bouquet.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm the main writer. The inspiration comes from everywhere. I mean, 50 years of
his brain,
crazy,
my brain,
loving all this stuff. Boy, what's the movie, the dragon movie that you watched with the kid? It starts off with their kids. It's a cartoon movie, bunny. They start off as kids. Dragon something.
Flight of the Dragons?
Prince.
No. Dragon Prince.
Dragon Prince. There's a little touch of Dragon Prince.
God, I love the Dragon Prince. Sorry. Don't make me start that.
There's some anime stuff in there. Dr. Stone. There's a little bit of Dr. Stone in there. Boy, all kinds of different things. Those are the 2 that
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
the warring faction city thingies.
Yeah, most certainly. Yeah. So some modern things, but it comes from the main idea behind it comes from something that I loved as a kid. I think another DM introduced that concept to me of the event system, essentially, of having this living world that things were still going to happen whether you were involved or not. And I just love that idea and really expanded it for this. So it's a mishmash of different things. And so
yeah.
Go Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and that is a very old school concept, the idea of a world that goes on, whether you're there or not. You know, and it's something I like to do. Particularly, it throws the jaded player who assumes that because, you know, they cast Wizard Eye and saw a room with a bunch of goblins having a meeting, and then they pulled back and they said, well, let's wait for a day until we can save up so and so spells and XYZ can get healed up, and then, you know, they come and they burst in this room and they're not there. You know, it's like. It's like, you know, people see me here in my office in the studio for a little narrow window when they do every night. But you know, if you just show up on a random Saturday at 3 in the afternoon, I'm not going to be sitting out here in front of the camera.
Right.
You know, just waiting for it to start, waiting for them to show up.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's going to be a world that moves, that has intricate moving parts,
right?
And
not
maybe
frozen in place, waiting for you to appear.
Exactly, precisely. I mean, you know, it's not a
I
novel.
want to introduce our new guest here. This is Troy.
Please.
Troy is a part of the Saviors, our Thursday night group, as I'm sure you recognize, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we invited the Saviors to join us throughout the day today. So, you know, he is a 4-year veteran of playing in Druskara, in the Druskara world, as one of our esteemed playtesters. So if anybody has any questions for his perspective on that, then from a player's perspective, you know, he hasn't read the books, because if he read the books, then, you know, he'd be cheating. So put
him on the spot.
So, you know,
there's no way I didn't read anything yet.
Yes, I haven't been taking copious notes.
No.
Well, I will ask a question myself, and this maybe isn't necessarily to you, Troy, although I do absolutely want to hear some perspectives from you. Have your at table events. This is, of course, you know, we know, like, if you dig through OD&D or AD&D, there's so much, you know, spell names and you know, like NPCs and that sort of thing from Gary's own tabletop permeated out into the actual rules for AD&D and actual events and modules. Do we have the same thing going on in Druskara? Will Troy's successes and failures be writ large into the lore of Druskara?
It depends on how we take
that. Are we writing his successes and failures into the book?
Any of your players? I mean, you know, it's like
to some degree,
my many failures.
Well, yeah.
Like how he TPKs us. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That would be for it if we went live.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that happen during the play sessions end up defining lots of stuff. Now, whether we'll have Leo de Kappa, the character in Druskara, maybe we will, because I haven't integrated your hometown into the format yet. So maybe I'll add an NPC that is Leo de Kappa.
I will be honored.
yeah. But what's, you know, for me, I kind of having the multiple groups in the same world at the same time, and every week having to facilitate multiple games, it helps me generate the book, the world. So, okay, these guys are headed here. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, work out some more details in this area. And then as they interact with it, I'm like, ooh, that, you know, because of course you come up with stuff on the fly too, as a DM. So, sure. I'm going to integrate some of this stuff that I came up with on the fly for this specific group into this particular area. So yeah, it all works together to create, you know, the awesomeness, right?
Right on. And let me kind of bounce off that for a second. Craig, have you and Jeff played any Druskara adventures yourselves yet, or have you kind of kept your vision pure, or tell me?
I have not. No, and I've played Shadow Dark. and I'm excited to play DRUSKARA, but I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the preview. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or so, something like that, and I was
400-page
So
preview.
the next, what's that?
The 400-page preview. Yes.
Yes. And I oddly read all of it. I raced through it. It was very readable.
Oh my gosh, you read the whole freaking thing? That's insane. That's amazing.
I couldn't stop. It was one of those things I opened up like to get a sense of it, and then I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then that's what started formulating the city ideas. I wanted to know all about your cities and how they worked and all that. And the one thing I looked at the art, but because we had, like, Titanbound had a couple of classes that we planned for stretch goals, and that I'm scared to make, that I'm like making myself do, because like we're like the numbers are doing better than I thought for being like a first time publisher. I'm like, I have to really go do this summoner now. So I'm trying to stay away from their classes, because I want to avoid any like crossover or anything, well, unintentionally. But so that's my main thing, is that as soon as, because my campaign's done in like 2 weeks, like that's when the next game session, I'm going to bring out some of their characters and classes, and start really integrating them. And then the next big thing is to talk to my GM, because I'm not the GM of that game group, and make sure that when it's appropriate, I can share this with other people. He'll be able to like use some of the city or world changing elements.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The more play testing, the better. So, yes.
So I feel like I asked this question the first time Buddy, I had you and Zane on, but I'm going to ask it again. DRUSKARA miniatures someday? Stretch goal,
possibly stretch goal, at least an STL. I don't know if we can print those, but we'll see how, because we have like stretch goals kind of planned, but we don't know like what's the number that we want to hit. We didn't know how well this was going to do on the first day, and holy crap, so we have to really think about this. But yeah, we do need to definitely get the stretch goals out there now because of where we're at. But yeah, I think because 3D modeling is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just really have to think about like, well, we don't want to screw ourselves over by, making, I don't even know how many miniatures for it, but yeah, I think there's a couple miniatures that I actually want to have made. So like the Felrack, the guy on the cover of one of the black books where he's like, Lucas Courtroom, that would be like one that I would want to get as a miniature creature, so that we got
to get Vord, right? We got to get the Lich King.
Yeah, we can maybe big baddies would do really well. One of our friends, I think he did Sickest Witch. Is that the one he did? He got Mark Riddick to do little tiny drawing. Well, not maybe they weren't tiny drawings, but he put them on little wooden meeple things. So I would prefer to have resin and do 3D modeling, but I think it would depend on the pricing. But yeah, that's it. We really are thinking about it. We've been discussing it. We really need to look into a artist that can handle making STL files, because at least if that's easier than us printing and then sending to somebody. Because I know there's a lot of people with 3D miniatures.
Yeah.
And find a friend,
Let me tell you something. The adage we have here in Florida is it's better to know someone with a boat or a pool, if you want to use a boat or a pool, than to get a boat or a pool. It is better to know someone with a 3D printer than to have a 3D printer yourself.
Yeah.
And I say this as someone with 4 3D printers. People say, oh, I want to get a little resin 3D printer and make my own miniatures. No, what you want is free miniatures. You don't want a printer. If you're printing with filament, the hobby is robotics. The byproduct is 3D printed objects. If you're printing with resin, the hobby is the creation of dangerous toxic waste. The byproduct is miniatures. Don't get if guys, I'm telling you, if if the acumen of the miniatures from these guys is as good as the books look, jump on those and get those STLs, take them to the library, send them to PCBWay or somebody to get printed out. Don't buy a resin printer. It's a nightmare. You will shorten your life by resin printing. And I say this as someone who resin prints.
I still might buy one eventually. Oh, yay. Okay, sorry. I'm just excited. I'm watching the backer train continue. I get worried when the backer train is like dwindling down to minutes, and I'm like, oh no, my backer train.
Yeah, no. It's let's see. What are you? Scroll. Get a proper mouse on my studio PC here. But it is 104, almost 105,000. Congratulations, guy. That is that is fantastic.
Once we hit 106, that's us beating ourselves, because that's what we made on the last. That's what we made on the last day of the.
Thank you for clarifying. Amazing. No, we made $106,000. Time to flagellate.
Gosh, the nonstop train. How many hours now? Since 5 a.m. my time. 12, 13, 7, 8, almost 8 hours of the train. That is incredible. Congratulations.
I know. I am like, and I'm watching it like, don't end.
It's very sad when it ends. I know from personal experience.
Yeah.
So you guys mentioned I was just going to catch you here because I know we're coming up to the top of the hour.
Yep.
But I did want to see if we could catch some appearances. You guys are going to be hitting Gary Con. Are you going to have a table there, or is it just going to be a show up and hang kind of thing for you?
Show up and hang. Probably next year.
I'm running a bunch of games there.
Excellent. And how about EggCon? I'll be at EggCon.
There'll be special guests at EggCon and special guests at North Texas.
Woohoo! Special EggCon guest represent. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Too. Yep. We will elbow bend some cold and frosties at the Bicycle Club there in Lake Geneva.
Yes, I shall elbow you.
Forward to it. Good. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Is there anything here as we wrap up that we haven't touched on that we can touch on and me not get banned from YouTube? Butthole. Okay, there we go.
That's it. That's what we can touch on.
That's the keynote.
Somebody's going to have to super chat now. I just lost monetization on that.
Oh no!
Somebody's going to have to throw in.
First time.
I know. Sphere of Annihilation.
Sphere of Annihilation. There we go. I'm
out of chocolate.
That's terrible. So
it is.
Craig and Jeff, I will give you guys a quick shot here. Craig, where can folks find more of your gorgeous artwork, Craig?
Oh, CraigBrasco.com. Please
CraigBrasco.com. Okay, excellent. And Jeff, any other projects you wanted to mention real quick? We could do a little link-a-do about there.
Yeah, I'll just again plug Titanbound. Thank you so much for having us. We're cross collaboration with DRUSKARA, and right now 38% or 39% of each campaign is currently pledging the other campaign. So there's a lot of amazing crossover, and for the other 61%, you have tons of time to go in and take a look and pledge for each other's campaigns. But I'm incredibly grateful for all the support, incredibly grateful to Dungeon Damsel as well. This has been a really, really fun process.
Cool. I did want to get one question in here. Scooty just asked, how different is the DM screen from the Shadow Dark DM screen? I guess you guys have got some DRUSKARA specific stuff on there.
Yeah. Show it. It'll be, that's right. It's right here. Yeah. It's got DRUSKARA specific. I mean, right now this is a test mostly of this side.
Okay. You know what, Zane? I'm gonna put you front and center here.
But
that was cool.
I know, but this will probably be different on the inside. But this is again Mark Riddick's amazing work.
Yeah, you showed me the test art on Discord. My jaw literally dropped. It's gorgeous.
It's good.
It is so sick.
Excellent.
He'll be on too. I think we're talking to him.
And here's the special edition if you wanted to see that.
Look at that.
So metal corners, a little bit of ridging going on here.
You can brain nosy players right with that. Just put a divot in their head and make them.
We don't promote violence.
Gilded,
with books.
Gilded.
I do.
Only in game.
Nice. Oh yeah, sure.
All right. The other group is live, so we have to run. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
shoo,
Bill.
go. Get out of my studio. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Good
you
luck
all for
today.
being
Everybody.
here. Zane,
Keep
the
Buddy,
train going.
Leo,
Bye, Leo. I
Craig,
love you. Bye.
Jeff, everybody have a wonderful day. Folks, I will be back tonight at 9:00, myself and my badass crew of first edition AD&D gamers. Please tune into that. If you didn't subscribe already to the channel and you love classic TTRPGs, you love general TTRPG talk, you love my handsome face, please do click that subscribe button on your way out. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. I will be back tonight. Now I'm going to go cook some ribs. Everybody take care of yourselves. And on your way out, please don't forget to tip your owl bear. Peace. Good afternoon. And I will see you this evening.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.